you are on top of a box of paint and my water bottle, like just perched, dangling for your life. Hello, good morning. Today is Friday, March 3rd. I've actually been filming little snippets here and there this past week as I've been just working on things, doing a lot of shop-related things. I've been working on putting together bi-bun mystery bags. I tend to do this about once a year. Basically there's a bin that lives in my studio where I put things that I don't use. Ephemera, random papers, stickers, washi tape, my own merch like leftover stickers, postcards, things that I haven't sold or I had extra of, I chuck into that bin basically. And then once the bin is full, I take it and I divvy it up into these little mystery bags. These particular mystery bags that I'm putting together are pretty jam-packed as far as like stickers go. There's a number of Advent stickers that are in this batch. There's like the pink tiger, the big shark one, this little spooky turtle, some spooky bananas. There's a lot of stickers in it. I also packed some of the larger Creepaway Camp postcards into them. I think each one gets 3 of them. The Zine Baby button pins, that's going in there. And then a bunch of just random ephemera that I have in my studio. And even like leftover washi tape that I buy and maybe I don't like or I don't use like a whole roll of it. I've divvied it up onto little washi sampler kind of things. It's a great thing to put in the shop, but it's also just a great way for me to sort of like recycle materials out that I'm not using that I would otherwise be sort of like hoarding. So it's just a nice way to keep the studio clean and to keep my inventory sort of cycled out, which is really great. And this bin really has been sitting there for a solid year, so it's nice to be able to like go through it and actually divvy up things out of it. So that's what I've been working, a big part of what I've been working on this past week. Also just a lot of admin things, editing videos, doing digital downloads for Patreon, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that all said, I feel like I'm very much in the mood to make art, which is good. It's a good day to do that because actually this morning I have my my drawing club meeting. I'm part of an in-person weekly group. So that meets in about an hour. What time is it? Yeah, in about an hour. So I'll leave to go do that in a little bit. I'll have to pack up my stuff too. I don't have like my bag ready to go. So I'll pack up my stuff and go to my in-person drawing club. And then after that, I'll probably come home and then continue to make art. I use that drawing club as a really great place to sort of warm up. It gets me in the mood. I get some things sort of sketched. It just gets like the creative juices flowing. It's like a really big warm-up session. And then I find that I usually come home and then I kind of continue on that roll. So I've even jotted down in my little planner on a Post-it various creative projects that I can sort of jump right back into when I get back from that meeting so that I don't get distracted with anything. I can kind of just default to that and pick one of those items on that list. I do still have some other shop things I need to work on. I need to put together more mini journal kits because those sold out super fast. So I need to cut down more paper and work on that. So that's definitely a big priority for today, especially because the kit tutorial video is up and I know people are buying that and I want to be sure that there are kits available for you to purchase as well so that you can get a kit and get the tutorial and be making mini journals. Oh, one other interesting thing. If you guys remember last year, I participated in a little community art show. Well, I've participated in a number of community art things this past year. Go me, really getting out there. It was a mini canvas show. There is actually a video, I believe, up here on the channel of me creating that little canvas. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll put a link down below to it. But that show is back this year. They're doing it again, the mini art show. I think the canvases are a little bit bigger this year. I think they're 6x6, not 4x4. Those kits are ready to be picked up. So I am gonna be probably after my drawing club meeting, I'll treat myself to some coffee and then I will pick up the little canvas. So maybe that's something else I'll work on later today is starting that project. We shall see. But I have a lot of different projects in different states of things. I have the Oracle project, which I'm still working on. That might be something that I revisit. I have now this mini canvas that is due by the end of the month, so I definitely have to get that done. Lots to do, lots of creative juices flowing. It's very exciting. I'm gonna eat my yogurt that I've thrown some blueberries into, maybe do a little bit of shop stuff, pack up my bag, and then head to my drawing club. I won't be bringing you along for that, but I will see you when I get back. So checking in real quick, I was going to sketch a few ideas for this mini canvas. I picked it up after drawing club today. The canvases are bigger this year. If you remember last year's, it was little. It was like 4x4. This year it is 6x6 inches in size. So we've got a little bit more wiggle room, which is awesome. I had originally was going to do a few different ideas. So I just traced the canvas right onto my sketchbook so that I had like restrictions as far as space went. I even gave myself a little bit of an extra border here just to be sure that my whatever illustration I create would fit within the 6x6. So I had planned on doing like a few ideas. Originally I thought I would do like a snake. I wanted something like wiggly because this exhibition, it's juried, so if it gets accepted, it's on display in a library. So I thought that it might be fun to lean into the library motif this year. Last year, what I did was based on something that I was drawing a lot, and I'm doing a lot of different things right now, so I don't really have one particular like visual thing that I'm doing over and over again. So I kind of went in with the idea of like some sort of wiggly critter or creature. Originally I thought maybe I would do like a snake and then with parts of it sliced open and then like book pages coming out of it or books coming out of it. And then I just thought it would be cute. What if I had an octopus and he's holding books in his hands? And then I also just thought that it would be cute to like add a few little things too. So like I added a little paintbrush and a coffee cup. And I think whatever background I create, I'll have it as though he's in water. So things are sort of floating upwards, although I'm realizing the paint is dripping downwards, but I guess paint does sink in water. I'm thinking of like my paint cup, like it does float. Anyways, I'm overthinking it. And I just thought that it would be fun to have like books flying all over the place and book pages. And I've got little books underneath his little fleshy flesh stuff. And he's holding one. So yeah, I'm so happy with the way that this looks. I think I'm just gonna roll with it, to be honest with you. So this octopus part will be a main part of the illustration, and then all of these little guys will be separate little pieces that I will make and collage into it. As you guys know, I like to do that a lot. So I'll have one main illustration that I'll cut out so that the like negative space peeks through, and then these will all be little separate elements. First up, I do need to collage my background. So I'm gonna get filming this as a separate video. But yeah, I just want to show you my progress of this kooky little guy. And I think the title so far is, as it turns out, the octopus is an avid reader. So kind of fun. It is makeup-free Monday over here. It's now Monday, March 6th. I have been filming these studio vlogs in one day, but then I don't know what happened. This has now become multiple days. So hello for another day here of filming the studio vlog. Weekend has come and gone. Busy little weekend of you know, hanging out together as a family and lots of cooking and just hanging around and having a good time. I did make beignets for the first time over the weekend because I had a hankering for some Mickey beignets, and I bought some beignet mix. How many times can I say beignet? I bought some beignet mix a while ago, and so like Sunday, or was it Saturday morning? Saturday morning just seemed like a good day to fry some up. They turned out pretty good, but I definitely need to practice my thickness of them because my first batch was too thin, so they were like crispier, and then my second batch was too thick, so they were more like doughy. So I need to find that like happy medium to where they puff up, but they're still like not super dense. So I'm working on it. I also need to get a Mickey cookie cutter so that I can actually make Disneyland Mickey shaped beignets, which would be really fun. It's about 9:30 in the morning now. I've already had a very busy morning of getting some work done this morning, filming a TikTok, uploading videos, handling emails. I'm offloading footage right now. I was filming a lot over the weekend of just art stuff. You would have seen already, I've started working on that mini canvas. I'm not gonna show you any more of it because I have been filming that entire process. So you're gonna see a video of that whole creation of that mini canvas from start to finish, which is kind of fun because I did one last year and there's a video of it here on YouTube. It's fun that it's like year 2 of doing another little mini canvas. So it's kind of fun. So that's coming soon once I finish it. I'm almost done with it. So I'm definitely gonna try to get that done today, which would be really great. So that is on the to-do list for sure. I'm actually sitting here with my planner journal now. I kind of do this every Monday as soon as I get back from dropping my son off at school. I come back and then I kind of like start, you know, refresh my spread for the week. This was my spread for last week, my chaotic to-do list. And now I'll make one for this upcoming week and just try to categorize all my different to-dos. My work to-dos, my personal to-dos, what I need to film, what I need to edit. And then I also usually make another list of like TikToks that I also need to film, because I'm trying to be good about staying on top of filming short form videos. And I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of it. So I definitely want to keep that going. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is get myself situated as my footage is offloading, and then I will probably roll into either editing while stuff is still coming off my memory card, or I will roll into finishing that mini canvas and filming it, which will be good. I'm in the middle of a lot of different like creative projects at the moment. I started working on these bookmark designs as well. I started filming that last week, so that's kind of another little project. Then I have the mini canvas going. I started working over the weekend on April Art Challenge stuff, so that's going. There's just a lot of like creative things. So many projects, so little time, but at the same time it's been really nice to be able to just jump from one thing to another, or if I get tired of working on one thing, I'll stop and I'll jump to something else, because they're all in different states of progress and completion. So it feels really nice to, like, if I'm tired of filming something and I just want to sketch, I have enough stuff to just, I have another project that I can just jump to that and sketch. Or maybe I want to play with watercolors. Okay, well, I already have these things transferred in my sketchbook on these bookmark designs I've been making. I can play with that. So it's a lot of like moving around. Or if I'm like, I don't want to film, I don't want to make art, I can do shop stuff. I can either make more zines or work on mini journal kits. I'm almost done putting together the mystery bags. That's definitely on the to-do list for this week. Because I'd like to try to get all that stuff ready to go so that like in a week or two, I can do a little shop update, getting those mystery bags up there and then restocking everything that sold out from last time. I have been researching getting charms again, because you guys love those so much. But I'm gonna play with maybe using a different, one of my other manufacturers, and see if I like theirs a little bit better and it's a different style. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm just doing all the things, but it feels good. And I'm actually like at this current moment in the mood to like hunker down and get a lot of things done. I'm feeling very motivated today on this Monday. So I gotta run with that feeling as long as I can before I start getting tired and don't want to work anymore. In other news, I ordered a new sketchbook, which I did not need, although in my mind I justified needing it. I have a sketchbook this size that's my Moleskine art collection that has, it started off as being like my personal sketchbook, but then it transformed into being my art club sketchbook. So now I only use that other one when I go to my drawing club meetings or whatever, the in-person meetings. And it's been filling up nicely, so I really just want to keep that for that. So I realized I didn't have a large size sketchbook that was comparable to that where I could just play and do my own thing. So I picked up one of these. This is my first time using one of these. This is it's one of those art creation ones. I had never tried one of these. I wasn't sure. You know, it says it's good for a lot of different media, and I was hoping that it would be more like the Strathmore mixed media paper. It's really not. It's very comparable to the Moleskine paper, actually maybe even just a tiny bit like thinner. So in case you're wanting to know, you know, the comparison on these, it's like the Moleskine art collection sketchbooks, but thinner paper. It's not as rigid. I did do a little swatch in the back just to play with some gouache and watercolor, so it didn't pill up as badly as the Moleskine, which I guess is kind of nice. So we'll see as I continue to play in it how it holds up. But I just wanted a large scale sketchbook that was comparable to that I could play with. I also bought another of the, let me see. Yeah, so you can see like this is my Moleskine one that is for my drawing club, and it's halfway full. So I just feel weird playing in it when it's not at art club. So this is now my personal version of it that I can play with at home. That's just for my drawing meetings. And then I went ahead and bought another one of these because, well, first of all, this one is almost full, but this one is specifically for my sketchbook club on Patreon. So anything that goes into this sketchbook, I have to film. It has to go on camera, because that was sort of my pledge with the club, was that I wanted to film start to finish, you know, filling up a sketchbook. But I love this paper, and it's great for large scale illustrations. So I needed one of these just so that I could do bigger things. So I ordered one of these. It'll be here, I think, either today or tomorrow. And my plan with that as well is that I wanted to have one for the April Art Challenge because I'm starting to work on that a little bit. So yeah, do I need more sketchbooks? No, but I feel like I was able to justify it. I genuinely needed one of these, a large size one that I could use for my personal work, and another large size one of these for personal work. Also, the color on this is really fun. That was definitely a draw to this. Again, jury's out on whether or not I'm actually going to like this paper. I don't know, but they have really fun colors of these. And I thought if I like using this one, you know, I will experiment with some of the other smaller ones. They have a really fun, like, bright yellow color. There is a pale pink one as well that I almost got, but this is the coral color that I thought was kind of fun and had like springy vibes. So I went ahead and got it. So I like that the band is the same color as well. But yeah, yay, more sketchbooks. Hello from my car. I am currently out. I'm in a garage. There's no need for sunglasses. I am currently out getting my car charged. EV vehicle life. We have an electric car and are not able to do. This is just nonsense if you don't have an electric car. But those of you who might have one, if you don't have level 2 charging options at home, we just have level 1 options. which can take a long time to charge your vehicle. You have to kind of go out and find chargers, and there is a charging station not too far from us that was included in the purchase of our car. So we kind of get like free level 2 charging. So that's what I have ventured out to do. So I'm just hanging out in my car, charging up the car so that James can take it to a work function tonight. So I was trying to be nice, and I offered to go charge the car so that he wouldn't have to worry about it later. Normally this is something I put on James to do on weekends, but he's been driving it around for a lot of work stuff. So that's where we're at. I'm getting the car charged. So while I sit here, I have my audiobook that I'll probably keep listening to. I started listening to Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. It's so good. It hooked me in right away. And I'm a very picky, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. The book has really good reviews, and I've just started. I'm only maybe like an hour or so into it. But it hooked me in right away. Just by the way it's written, it started off so darling, and I'm already invested in the characters, and I've only just started it, so it's a really good sign. And that's coming from a very picky book reader. Like if I'm not into something, I bail very soon, very, very quick. I'm like that with TV too. If it doesn't hook me right away, I'm out of there. So this was one of those ones where it hooked me kind of right away. So I've been enjoying that. I've been making more of an effort this year to try to read more books. And by read more books, I mean listen to books, because of course my battery's dead. Should have brought a different battery. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook and work in my sketchbook, because I started breaking in that new sketchbook, and I purposefully prepped a bunch of sketches so that I could have some time to sit in my car and just play with things. So that is what I'm gonna do. By the way, I'm ironically at a charging station charging my car, and yet I have a nearly dead camera battery. It is what it is. Here is a crocodile skull that I think I actually want to kind of paint him. I think he looks kind of cool. So that's that. And then I started doing a bunch of like human skulls, because when in doubt, skulls. Am I right? And doing this, it makes me forget how much I just enjoy just drawing. And then I started doing some little practice hands before I left. I'll probably keep doing more of these. I love drawing hands. Hands and skulls are kind of like my default doodle thing that I like to do. James, of course, snuck into my office and added this to my sketchbook page, which is so cute. I'll have to add it. I'm gonna have to leave him on there because he's so cute. But James was like, oh, you're drawing hands, huh? Let me add one to your page. So he came over here and did this little one. So yeah, I'm just having fun breaking this in, and I'm just sketching, just having fun drawing. This is that new sketchbook, by the way, that I got. What is it? The Talons Art Creations sketchbook. I love the size of it. I haven't decided on the paper yet. The one thing that I'm a little bummed about is that the paper is a little bit more yellow toned than I would have liked. It's more cream colored than even, and you can't tell it on camera, but trust me, in person, especially when I have my ring light on, it's way more cream colored, like more cream color than the Moleskine paper is, which is just really surprising to me. So I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe once I scan a few things, I'll feel differently. I don't know. But it feels nice to draw on, so we'll see once I get some wet media in there. But the verdict is still out on whether or not I actually like the sketchbook. I don't know. But I'm enjoying drawing at a bigger scale. It, for me, feels like my art club sketchbook. So I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm going to keep playing around in it. It just feels nice to break something in that's new, too. Can I set you up without you falling over? Yes. So, yeah, feels nice working in a new sketchbook. I've already started to paint something over here, which is kind of exciting. Still on the fence about this paper. I don't know, man. I think the Strathmore mixed media still might be my favorite. It does feel nice for like pencil drawing in. Feels very nice. But I don't know about the wet media yet. The thing that I'm working on right now actually is gouache. We'll see. But yeah, full review to be continued on that, I think. But what I wanted to do was put a little bow on this vlog here, because it has been so random. It's been so random. Just me filming random shop prep stuff. I'm hoping to launch the mystery bags, the Buy Bun mystery bags that are packed full of stuff. Hopefully sometime next week. That would be like the week of it's March 9th now, so now whatever next week means. Sometime in the teens, the March teens is when I'm hoping to launch everything. It would be the mystery bags, a restock of the mini journal kits, hopefully that new Ouija goat sticker. I'm waiting for it to arrive. Very excited about that. And I'm trying to do a monthly update in my Etsy shop, like bringing something new to the shop every month is kind of my goal. I'm gonna put a bow on this vlog here. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for hanging out with me here on YouTube. Subscribe if you're new. I put out a new video, at least one new video every week. Yeah, is there anything else? Like, comment, you guys know what to do. It's YouTube, you know what to do. Yeah, that about does it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.